In this video, I will be exploring one of the action within AI Builder named as detect language. Now, as the name indicates, this detects the language of the incoming text. So basically, it identifies the predominant language of a text document. Now, the underlying model analyzes the text and returns the detected language. Now, when I say it returns the detected language, basically it returns the script of the language. Like if it is an English language, it will return EN. If it is French, it will return FR. If it is Russian, it will return RU. Now, as I mentioned to you, it identifies the predominant language of a text document. So, what does that indicate is like if you have a document which has, say, maybe a combination of English and French, and if English has a more dominant text content within that particular piece of script, then it will return the output as en with a probability of some number. Now, there is a document text limitation. It should not exceed 5120 characters. So that means it should only be used to detect a few set of text content in your application. Now, if you closely watch over here, I have shown you one of the action within AI Builder named as detect language. I provide a text and then I detect the language. I get output in the detect language. Now, what output I can get? Like basically, I will get the language. This is what I want. Now, it will give you other items like the item, body, body response, body. So you can play around with the JSON. It will also give you the confidence score, like how confident the model is in its prediction. Now, this is the output of the Power Automate flow. Now, here I have written something, some text, and it has identified that that's the language is HU, which is basically Hungarian. Now, along with the output, you get some other things as well. So, you get cost AI builder credit. So, how many credits have been used to detect the language? What is the operation status? What is the prediction ID? So basically it classifies the response v2 into various sections. So response v2, operation status, prediction ID, prediction output, and within prediction output you have a results. It has identified language as Hungarian and the score is 1. When you say score is 1, it is very much confident that that's an Hungarian language, and this is how it will provide you the output. Now, why detect language is useful in like a business application scenario? So take for example, you have a customer care center and you have branches in, say, maybe Hungary, Poland, Germany, Australia, or maybe South Africa. Now, if you sell product across these different regions and if you have one customer service agent, people can log in from any location and provide their query, right? The query can be product related, service related, complaints, and so on and so forth. Now, if a person types something in, say, Afrikaans, if a person types the request in Hungarian or a Polish language, then your system should be able to understand first the query, the language, and then route it to a corresponding uh, regional area of applications or flows or agent. So in a scenario like if you have one agent which gets the funnels the request from multiple locations, it will provide information to other sub agents. Like there is an agent in, say, Poland and an agent in Hungary or an agent in France. Then you can divert that request or channel that request to multiple agents. Now, just to show you an example, like I have built a Power Apps Canvas app. It's a simple Canvas app. It will take the input, you submit it, and then you get the output. Now, in our case, we will be providing some foreign language text. Click on submit, and then the output would be the language which the model will provide. Now, this is a simple application. I've used a Power Automate flow over here. So I just selected Power Automate flow. I've created one flow. And if I want to show you the flow, I've already hooked up this flow. So basically this flow, when a Power Apps calls a flow, you need to provide an input text. And when you respond to a Power App or flow, you respond with an output text. but in between we have to write the business logic. So if I click on plus over here, I click on see all in my favorites because I've added AI builder. But if you haven't added AI builder as your favorite, search for AI builder, then you will find all the actions within AI builder. Now the goal over here is to detect the language. Now I have this option detect language. Now if I click on I over here, it says understand your data more deeply with the language detection AI. So I'll just click over here and then this will be added. Now in the left hand side, here you will see the text, so you need to type in the text. Now I can't hard code the text over here because I'm calling it from Power App, so I'll just use the input variable. So I'll just click on here, click on input, and this is the input variable. So it is hooked up with this detect language will receive an input, and then I need to pass on the output. So which output we're going to pass on, like from a detect language I'm going to take the output. So I'll just click over here again, and now I get seven options. So I got a confidence score. I can pass on the language, item, something, something over here around body. But I'm more interested in the language. So I'll just click on language. And as you see over here, it has added a for each loop. Okay. Because it thinks that okay, this may go in that loop iteration. Okay, now what I will do is I will not send out a language directly because a document or a text can have multiple languages assigned to it. So what I'll do, I'll just take this loop out, delete this loop, and come over here, remove this language, and I will say I want maybe a confidence score or maybe an item, or maybe I just want to see the body response. Okay, so I'll just select say body response over here, and I'll click on publish. Now the output which you're going to get is a JSON output. Now you need to process that output within your source application, or maybe you just say detect language and then pick up the language as an output and then you iterate through it. So there are multiple ways which you can perform. You can even do in Power Automate and send out an array form output, or you can process it in the Power Apps as well. Okay, so let me go into Google and maybe I just typed in something from Hebrew to English. ICC T20 World Cup is played in India with some key performance from players across the globe. Now there are two kind of text. One is the Hebrew script over here, and this is like kind of uh, like a text again, converted text. So I'll just copy this text and paste it in the input button. So input box. So I just paste over here, click on submit and see what happens. I hope I have connected the Power Automate and Power Apps correctly. And now, yes, it is correct. Now it has given me the output over here. Now, as you see over here, it has given me the output as DE. Okay, and that is not correct. Let me go ahead and copy this text now. So I'm just copying this text. So maybe I'll just copy this particular part and paste it over here. And it has identified properly that this language is Hebrew and the score is 1.0. Let us do one more conversion. So maybe in English to maybe Afrikaans. And let me copy this entire content and go to Power Apps, type in the input, click on submit. It will process the output, and then I got an output as AF, so Afrikaans, as a score as 1.0. And you can also see the AI builder credit as 2. Now remember, this language is in a an array, and that's why we were not able to use it properly within Power Automate Flow. It inserted a loop, so you need to be aware of that. This is not just one language in a document or a piece of text, it can be multiple. Now if you go into the flow runs, you will see a lot of other information. So we have ran this flow like 2 or 3 times, and we will see the latest flow runs over here. So if I go into the flow runs, respond to an Power App or flow, detect language. So input is a raw input, and output which we got is this object. So let me copy the object, Control C, go into JSON create desktop, paste the value over here, and let's inspect this. So headers is fine. These are the different headers which has been outputted. And this is the body, which is response v2. And within response v2, we have an operation as success, prediction output. Prediction output, it has consumed AI builder 2 credits, and it has given results of one array. And here it has given an Afrikaans language as an option. Now let's do one more thing. Let's go ahead and go into our application, and let's copy the Hebrew text, the Afrikaans text together, and now submit it. Or maybe I'll just close this, click on play, and maybe I'll just click on submit and see. And now if you see over here, it has again identified this as AF, Afrikaans text. It hasn't taken Hebrew text into consideration. But if I go ahead and make maybe an Hungarian text over here, just copy this, paste it, and maybe paste over here, click on submit. Again, it will process, and now it has given the result as Hungarian. So it will give you the dominant text within the text which you have typed in, and then it will give you that result accordingly. So just to summarize what it has done, it has detected multiple languages within a piece of text, and it has returned the most dominant text within the piece of input which you have provided to the model. So if you want to detect a language within your application or your flow or your agent, then you can use AI Builder detect language. It detects quite a few bit of language. Not all the languages are supported. It has got support for quite a few language, but all the most general free speaking languages are being properly recognized. I did an experiment on that. There are some languages which, because of some nuances, it may not be able to recognize it correctly, and that's why you have a confidence score. So you can play around with the confidence score and then check whether, if the confidence score is greater than maybe 70%, then you can safely assume that it has correctly identified the language. But if it is anything beyond, like below that, I would recommend you to again check your language text or the logic within the application. So that's it, folks. This is all about detect language in AI Builder. Thanks for watching.